the former minister and current BJP MLA who is inside that 5-star Surat resort?
Well, that is Sanjay Kutte inside. He is also a close confidant of Devendra Fadnavis. And he has been sent over there just to man the situation, just to observe the situation and to ensure that everything goes according to the plan of the BJP. The BJP may not be accepting that they have orchestrated this, but the picture is very much clear. And Eknath Shinde was somebody who was never been attacked by Devendra Fadnavis or any of the BJP leaders, because they knew the kind of clout that he enjoys. They knew that he's a disgruntled leader. They had an idea that he probably can.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. There are protests which are happening of the Shiv Sena against the BJP. Those are the visuals that you can see. Also, let's listen in, because a lot of these chants were in favor of Uddhav Thackeray, and quite interestingly, after Eknath Shinde had put out that tweet saying that we, the real Shiv Senics, will not betray the Hindutva credentials and ideology of Bala Sahib. Several of the Sena protesters then stood outside Uddhav Thackeray's residence. They were protesting against BJP and in favor of Uddhav.
Now, Arunil, this is the third round of meeting that Uddhav Thackeray is having. He has met the Shiv Sena MLAs twice already today, and the strength is only declining.
Well, that is right, Pranesh. He may be having as many meetings that he wants to have, but if the numbers are not with CM Uddhav Thackeray, then it is game over for the Shiv Sena party, for CM Uddhav Thackeray, and also for the Mahavikas Aghadi government. And obviously, these kind of meetings will be held between the coordination committee of the Mahavikas Aghadi to save this government, because all these leaders are ministers in this Mahavikas Aghadi government. CM Uddhav Thackeray, the party supremo of Shiv Sena, himself is the CM. His around 30 MLAs have defected towards a rival camp, that is Eknath Shinde camp. They are not in state of Maharashtra, they are in the state of Gujarat, so it becomes extremely difficult for them to communicate with these rebel MLAs. They sent their messengers, but they were not allowed to speak to those rebel MLAs. Only Eknath Shinde spoke to Milind Narvekar, and he made it very clear, saying that only and only Hindutva matters to him and the rebel MLAs, basically taking out an indirect attack on CM Uddhav Thackeray, that Hindutva was compromised when he joined hands with Congress and the NCP, right, and Hindutva probably was compromised during this 2.5 years of MBA rule.
Well, in fact, let me bring in Madhav as well. Madhav, and we are going to keep the audio of that on, of the Shiv Sena protests against the BJP. Aghadi has been coming out. Even Sharad Pawar has said that all of this is being orchestrated by the BJP. So what really has been happening in the high command in Delhi, where you've been reporting, because we know Fadnavis, who seems to have engineered what many are calling it, the same Karnataka model here in Maharashtra. He had air dashed to Delhi. He is now returned. What's happening in the central high command of the BJP?
Well, you know, allegations have come in time and again. And in fact, Sharad Pawar, even at today's press conference, alleged that this has happened thrice in the past, that BJP has tried to destabilize the coalition in Maharashtra. But be that as it may, also important questions will have to be asked as to what the leaders of the various Aghadi parties were doing if there was so much of discontentment within them. That is also a very pertinent question. Remember that Eknath Shinde is a person who is known to have, in fact, played a very important role even when the BJP and the Sena were moving apart, in trying and bringing the two parties together, trying and making those calls between the two parties and bringing the leaders to actually speak to each other.
All right, Madhav, just hold your thoughts.